Welcome back. We will discuss the rest of the types of antigen antibody interactions, that is ELISA and immunofluorescence. It was in 1971 when enzymes labeled antigens and antibodies were developed for the serological reagents for the assay of antigens and antibody. So these are simple, sensitive, economic, and less hazardous as compared to the RIA technique. So here, what we're using is a ligand that is can detect the antibody, and it is covalently coupled to an enzyme such as peroxidase or beta galactosidase or alkaline phosphatase, etc. There are three different types of ELISA: indirect ELISA, sandwich ELISA, and competitive ELISA. In indirect ELISA, this is very commonly used for the detection of HIV. Here, the envelope of proteins are developed by recombinant technology, and it is coated on the surface of the microtiter plates. The suspect serum is added, and the unbound proteins are then washed off. So first there is a antigen that is coated will be there, and then we will add the specific antibody to it, and then we will add the enzyme conjugated secondary antibody, and then if there is a reaction, then we can say a color after the washing of the unbound proteins. The next type of ELISA is sandwich ELISA. Here it is used to detect the presence of antigen in the sample. So the well is coated with the antibody that is specific for the antigen under consideration, and then we will add the antigen that is to be measured, and then we will add the enzyme conjugated secondary antibody. So if there is a reaction, we can see a chromogenic substrate will be formed, and we can see the color. The third type of ELISA is competitive ELISA. The competitive ELISA, what we are doing is that the antibody will be first incubated with the sample containing antigen, and then the antibody antigen mixture that is added to the antigen coated microtiter well. So what happens is that the more the antigen that was present in the sample, then there will be very less antibody that is available to bind into this antigen coated well. Then what we will add the enzyme conjugated secondary antibody. So once the enzyme conjugated antibody is added, if there is a reaction, it will form a chromogenic substrate, and that color of this reaction is actually directly proportional to the antigen in the serum or the antibody in the serum. So that is why we are checking for the color intensity. The next type is immunofluorescence. Here labeled dyes are conjugated to the antibody, and these labeled antibodies are used to detect the antigen. These dyes include fluorescein and picorethrine. Fluorescein is an inorganic dye that is most widely used for immunofluorescence procedures, and it absorbs blue light at 490 nanometer and emits an intense yellow-green fluorescence light that can be measured under 570 nanometer. This picorethrine is an efficient absorber of light, and it is a brilliant emitter of red fluorescence, and it stimulates its wide use as a label of immunofluorescence.